Hi, everyone. I'm here with Michelle Wee West, and I'll explain what both those names are shortly. But Michelle was nice enough to talk with us. She's in sunny California, and she's going to tell us a little about what life is like out there. You know, we were talking before of what New York is experiencing, and it's interesting for everyone out here to see what's happening on the other side of the country. We see it on TV and news, but before I get into this, let me tell you a little about my special guest here. She, as you I'm sure know, is a famous golfer. And I'm not really big into golfing. I grew up in the city, but everybody I talk to, most of my friends are golfers, they couldn't believe I was getting to speak to her. And her name is Michelle Wee, but she also had a new name at the end of it. I don't know how new it is, but the last name is West. And her husband has some pedigree athletes in it too. Her husband, I think, is the general manager of the Golden State Warriors. Is that
Uh,
right?
Director of play operations.
Okay,
But
playoff.
yes, he does have the Warriors.
Okay, so he's there. He's in sports, and he has a father who some of you may have heard is Jerry West, who is like one of the greatest sports legends of all time. So I can't wait to see what your children come out as in terms of athletes. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. But it's so nice of you to speak with us. So maybe you could tell us, we're getting, really having tragedy after tragedy in New York. Our numbers, we probably have half the mortalities and cases in the United States. California is so big. It's a little more spread out, I guess, than New York. But where in California are you? What area is Southern California?
Yes, we're in Southern
Yeah.
California right now.
So, the couple of times I've been out there, usually, you drive to go across the street. So it's not like New York City where everyone's on top of everybody. What's it like out there? Is it as bad as it is in New York, or are things better controlled?
We're blessed that we're in a less populated area. We're not in the city. We're not in Los Angeles. So, it hasn't been too crazy. But there definitely has been a shift in people's mentality around the whole thing. I remember going to the grocery market probably like a week ago even, and no one was wearing masks. I was the only one wearing masks and gloves in the grocery store. And then a couple days ago, like a week later, everyone was wearing masks and gloves. And there are signs outside grocery stores saying, "We will not let you come in if you do not have a mask and glove." Which it feels eerie, and
Very.
we're blessed to be here out in sunlight, out in more open space. I have a lot of friends in New York City actually, and I'm nervous. I mean, it's just you have to it's inevitable to meet up with people, or to social distancing. As good as in theory it is, it's extremely hard in the city.
Very.
There's many points of contacts where you have to go out for essential. I just hope and pray that all the essential workers, all the people working on the front line have adequate supplies and protection, which I know that has been an issue. It's a scary time.
Now, in California, is everything shut down like New York? Is it just essential things like grocery stores and pharmacies? So are you allowed to go out and golf? And I mean,
No.
you can't.
No, they shut down all parks, all golf courses. I've heard of people in San Diego and all around California getting fined for like $400 or more for even surfing or paddleboarding. So they deemed, I think, walking is an essential thing.
I
Like
mean,
just going out for a walk.
golf is not essential.
Golf is not essential. I
Some of
know.
my friends would disagree with that.
Yeah, exactly. I know that in some states that it is, but in California, no.
Interesting. So in New York, everything is shut down, and I work on Long Island, but I live in the city for a good portion of the time. And when you go in the city, it's here like there's no traffic,
Mhm.
and just everything's closed down. And it's just restaurants. It's just one thing after another. What you would know is New York doesn't exist. There's no theater, movies. So it's going to be a big change for us. And so at least in California, you get to go along the beach. You're allowed to walk along the beach, or not even that.
We don't live near a beach, so I'm not exactly too sure. I think beaches are closed though.
Beach are closed. I know in
Um,
Florida they are. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy though. Like you said, there's no one on the street, there's no cars, and you see images of Los Angeles, and there's no smog whatsoever. It's
That's
clear,
interesting. Yeah,
and it's just I hope there are things that we can learn from this, and hopefully there are positives that can come out of this.
good point.
Um, so that's what I'm hoping for.
What about your husband? What is he? I mean, he was supposed to be in the playoffs now, right? I
No,
mean,
we weren't going to make the playoffs this
really?
year,
Oh,
unfortunately. No, we had
wow.
a little bit of a tough year. But we're just it's hard. I mean, we're such go 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 people. Um, that it's we were on the road a lot. When this all happened, he got pulled out of a scouting trip in Vegas. I was in Jacksonville, Florida, covering a golf tournament, and it's just crazy how much travel we're so used to doing, and this is the most time we've been in the house, which isn't it's nice. I feel very blessed that that's our biggest issue. um, but it's a weird time, for
Very weird.
sports. Where it's weird to work in a non-essential workplace where it just everything just stops.
It's funny that you say that because I'm in the hospital all day, every
Hmm.
day. And when I'm there, I'm not thinking about anything other than my job. And
Hmm.
when I get home and I'm with my wife, I feel bad for her because she's in an apartment and it's not
Hmm.
like we're in a house and it's, she's anxious for me to come home. And if
Hmm.
everybody was home with their kids, it must be so difficult. But it is a tough time, but I think that we're all going to rally. And like you said, we're going to have a new way to look at things, something's
Hmm.
going to be better, whether it's pollution, less
Hmm.
driving, more eating at home with the family. So who knows what the future will bring. But I can't thank you enough for spending just, I know it was tough hooking up, getting our times right. And you were so persistent with this and helping out and, hope we raise a lot of money. And so nice to meet you. And maybe we'll meet in person sometime.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.